That was a terrible loss last night, Spurs fans. So let's talk about our future. What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports. I caught an article from Aaron Allen this morning. It seems like more and more sites are starting to look more this way instead of what's happening right now, and I certainly get it. But could the Spurs get Ace Bailey in the first round? Should we? Could we? Would we? Let's get into the article from Aaron Allen, and then I'll have, of course, a lot of things to go over myself. With possibly 2 lottery picks, the second one's not looking good lately, the Spurs are in a great position to be able to poach the players they feel best fit the silver and black culture the organization has built over the last 30 years. And that player is Rutgers freshman Ford Ace Bailey. Let's move up the article a little bit. Ace is arguably the most versatile player in the country. At 6'10", and he does have a 7-foot wingspan, I checked that. Bailey can play guard or forward, playing on the wing most of the time. His offensive acumen is paramount in his game, as he's one of the NCAA's most impactful scorers, sitting in the top 10 among freshmen, averaging 17.6 points per game. The Rutgers wing is also an excellent passer, able to look over smaller defenders, and can block shots on the defensive end when needed. Bailey's ability to play any position on the floor epitomizes the positionless basketball of today's NBA. He'd be an asset to whatever team drafts him, likely a top 3 in the upcoming draft. Now, I have not seen any mock drafts with him dropping out of the top 3. So yes, you'll need a top 3 pick to get him. Bailey becomes another dynamic piece that the Spurs add to continue building with. The Spurs will have size at all levels and multiple players who can score seemingly at will. We don't have size at all levels right now, do we? Nope. The addition of Bailey helps to allow Soane to focus on what he does best, play defense while not having to be overly impactful offensively. Adding Bailey provides the Spurs another big who will impact the opponent's shot selection. Bailey also presents a matchup that other teams can't ignore, as he'll likely have the size advantage against anyone he plays while playing the 2 or 3. Okay, that's a good thing. Acquiring Bailey won't be an easy task. If the Spurs continue their swoon, it looks like we are, their odds of obtaining a top 3 pick will be better than they are now. They'll have 2 first-round picks, and they'll possibly both be in the lottery. They could package those picks to move up. The Spurs have made great decisions for years now. A lot of good decisions. There's some bad ones. We'll focus on the positive. They've acquired these picks and players over the past few seasons to have the assets to move up and select a player like Bailey. Whatever path they decide to take, they'll make the right call. I hope they will, because there have been some slip-ups here and there. Listen, if we can lottery ball our way up to the top 4, which would be just incredible, because that would give us the first overall pick with Wemby, 4th overall pick with Castle. If we can get in the top 4 again, wow, amazing, right, guys? And if we do get up there, I'm probably with Ace Bailey. Obviously, if we got the first overall pick, it's Cooper Flag. But if we get like the 3rd overall pick or 4th, and whatever, around there, we can get Bailey. Sure, he'd probably start right away, although I do have a concern with his shooting. His splits right now are 46, 35, 69, and we really need snipers or a sniper at least around Wemby. When I look at a possible starting lineup of Wemby, Sohan, Bailey, Castle, and Fox, that would have some abysmal floor spacing. Swap out Castle for Vassell, and the spacing still probably pretty bad, as Devin is not exactly killing it from three-point land this year. And then when I talk about swapping Vassell for Castle, I stop back and I think, Spurs fans, what is the long-term plan here with Fox, Castle, and Vassell? We're likely not starting all 3 next season. That would give us a small lineup again. And right now, you guys certainly have seen it watching the games, our not even small ball, our mini ball lineups are dreadful at times. I swear, I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure at one point last time I saw Chris Paul, De'Aaron Fox, and Blake Wesley all on the court at the same time. I am taller than all 3 of those guys. 6'3" and under for all 3. That's sure, the wingspan. I'm sure Blake has me calling him the wingspan. Fox probably does too. Maybe. But that is just ridiculously small. And yes, I know Dallas is beat up and they're going small as well. But man, that's just... Oh man, seeing how small our lineups are at times. And I think at one point, this one I'm not 100% sure on at all. One of you said in the live chat, we had center Kelvin out there? Kelvin's like what, 6'5", 6'6"? No, I don't ever want to see that again. So I don't know what the long-term plan is here for our guards. I guess that's not, well, I don't have to worry about it because that's not my job to figure it out, right? Anyway, I want to bring up Tankathon, and I know I said I won't bring this up too much, but if we're talking about the draft and talking about potential players, we got to talk about where we are and, of course, where the Atlanta Hawks are because we have their unprotected first-round pick. If we focus on Atlanta as well, they won 3 in a row. Why? Why Atlanta? When I think of Atlanta, I want them to suck. But they haven't gone from suck to blow. They're actually playing well at times. And guys, they're going to make the play-in. Some of you say, TSR, they won't even make the play-in. They're going to make the play-in. They're playing well enough, and the teams ahead of them suck too much for that to not happen. So right now, they're the 16th overall pick. If they get knocked out of the play-in, then they become a lottery team again. But as it stands, that pick is... It's been a yo-yo this year. It's been down to 18, up to 11, back down to 16, and I think it's going to continue to be a ping-pong until the end of the season. But our pick has moved up to the highest spot it's been all season, which is why I wanted to bring this up. The Spurs have moved up to 8th on a 3-game losing streak. And, 2-8 in our last 10. I didn't realize it's been that bad. Looking at the teams behind us, Chicago's playing well with Trey Jones and Zach Collins starting. Who would have thought? They've won 3 games in a row. They will probably stay behind us. Portland is on a losing streak, as it is in Miami. They're 2 wins ahead of us. You know what? Darren Fox probably going to get that shut down within a week. He should be shut down. I don't think we'll win too many more games without him. We can't win with him. We're probably not going to win without him unless somebody steps up big time. And then looking at the teams ahead of us, the Brooklyn Nets are getting healthy. Can they win enough? And I'm not going to sit here and root for us to lose. I'm going to sit for the teams behind us and ahead of us to win. I just don't have it in me to say lose Spurs lose. I don't have that in my blood, but I will root for other teams to stay below us and, go from above us to below us as well in the lottery. So can Brooklyn win enough games to pass us? I honestly don't know. They did just beat the Lakers without LeBron James, so that's something. Lakers lost on a winning streak too, weren't they, when Brooklyn beat them? That being said, I think our ceiling is 7. If the Nets play well enough, they could possibly fall below us. The 76ers are an absolute disaster right now. I don't see them, and they're going to want to stay in the top 6. They have a top 6 protected pick this year that we talked about that goes to the Thunder. They're going to want to stay there. They're going to probably stay there. And then Toronto, they're a mess too. I think the Nets are our only realistic chance unless something crazy happens with the Sixers or the Raptors. And then these other teams are staying below us for sure. The Pelicans are an injury-plagued mess this season. Charlotte stinks as usual. The Jazz are in full tank mode, losing 6 in a row. And the Wizards, they're just so far behind. Even if they started winning some games, it's not happening. So right now, sitting at 8th, could move up to 7th. I don't think we're moving up any farther than that, but every little tick up increases our chances at a higher pick. So I'm, again, not rooting for us to lose, but those other teams, start surprising some people and winning some games. Spurs fans, let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on, you want to talk about last night's atrocity, which I said during a live stream when we were missing free throws. We keep missing free throws, it's going to cost us a game. It ended up costing this game because we shot 58% from the line and I think we missed over 10 free throws. It was a lot. Your thoughts on last night if you want to talk about it. Your thoughts on Ace Bailey. If we can move up to 3, is he the guy? Or do you have concerns with him? You guys follow college hoops a lot more than I do, or a lot of you do at least. Is he a guy you'd want? Or you're like, TSR? No. Would you rather trade down? What? We talked about him yesterday. Do you think Ace Bailey's a better fit for this team? Or Rasheer Fleming? Fleming's a little bit shorter by an inch, but he has what did I say yesterday? A 7.5 foot, 7'5" wingspan. So he's actually got, longer arms. So they've got that going for us. Do you think he's a better fit? Hit the thumbs up, like Sports channel, and subscribe to become part of our awesome Spurs community, which I have to thank again. We had a good turnout last night. It's hard to watch this team at times. It's hard to watch Mitch Johnson be Mitch Johnson. So I appreciate y'all helping me getting through these losing times. I can't put it into word. I can't say enough how much it means to me that you guys stop in and say hi, even though it's getting hard to watch our team. But this, I'm say it again, it's the last losing season. Playoffs next year. If we don't make the playoffs, then we don't make the playoffs. I don't know. I got nothing else. Thank you all, and as always, go Spurs, go.
Go Spurs, go. 'Cause the giant